Welcome to 2's Chat, where yarn, knitting, and everyday life come together. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Lucretia.
Grab your needles or just a cup of coffee and join us for today's chat.
Hi. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been, 4 weeks?
I think.
This would have made like the 5th week.
I think everyone is taking a break.
Yeah, summer.
It seems summer has come.
Yes.
But welcome, and
I'm
welcome
happy to be
everyone
here.
that is here with us and listening to us ramble.
Episode 19.
Yes.
We're going to get to 20 episodes before you go back to Florida. I wondered it sometimes if
And
we
it's
would.
July 7th, 2026.
Mhm.
Sadie's birthday.
Yep. And Sadie's how old today? It's okay to say, right?
Yeah. Is she, I think 34.
That's what I thought. I was trying to figure it out.
She was born in 92. Would that be right?
Yeah.
And at 6? Yeah,
Mhm.
34. Yep. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. It's crazy.
34. I texted her this morning, and in the text I called her friend, and I realized, like, I view her as a friend and not as, like, a little girl.
Yeah.
You know, it's changed. It's different.
Mhm.
And so I think that's precious and
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, which of your children were born in the card? Charlotte and Nicholas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And Sadie was born right after Linnell passed away.
Right, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that, and on a side note, and maybe we should make note of this instead. Sometime we should talk about that on the podcast and the process of grieving a child and giving birth to another one 3 weeks later, and you know, you never know who might hear it and be helped.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, in your
And I
in your
like,
grief and your joy.
Yeah. I like to hear personal things of other podcasters. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes you more connected.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, on to that, July 7th. It's been hot.
It's been hot everywhere.
Yeah, literally.
Like in Europe, they're having a
and they don't know
wave.
how to do it.
No, they don't have air conditioned.
I know. They said something about
survive.
They were closing places because they had no choice, but for people to just like go home and just
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I can't either. And they don't have like ice and things readily available to cool them down or whatever.
Oh, which the last few days have been better.
Yeah.
But
and
it's
the next few days are better, which you guys have a lot more rain over here. Like along 331, there's spots that it is out on the road.
Did you know how many we got Friday night?
No.
5 inches in an hour.
That is crop ruination.
Yeah. Wakarusa had 8 inches.
In an hour.
Well, I don't know if that was in an hour.
Oh my goodness. Where
At
was I at
1:30 in the
Friday
night, Nicholas wakes up and he hears something. His water is pouring into his basement from the drain. And so he quickly comes out here to get a pump to pump it out.
Is their basement finished?
Well, somewhat.
Oh,
But
that's awful.
yeah.
Oh, I bet there were tons of flooded basements. How
And you
could
know
there
the
not
funny
be?
thing? We were sleeping. He came into the house and woke Larry up to see if he has a pump. And our cat was laying on the foot end of the bed. And as he leaves, he pets her and like...
Me. Just real quick.
I had to chuckle. But I told him
Nicholas.
about it today and he didn't remember it.
Well, he was probably beside himself.
Oh, I thought it was so funny.
Oh, that's so cute. Stop to pet the cat in your distress. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. We were at Amber's Friday night, so I didn't realize exactly how much we had gotten. So I can't say for sure what Warsaw got, but...
Well, I know it got less the way on south.
Yeah. I mean, I know we got rain, and they said it was a lot, but it was not 5 inches.
No.
So,
yeah, it was crazy.
Which it's going to rain now the next few days again.
Is it?
I
didn't
think.
even see.
Yeah, like Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, maybe, or something like that. So we probably don't need that, but
Probably not.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's enough about the weather.
Yeah.
We're not drinking anything special tonight.
I
So
forgot to grab something.
yeah, that's fine. No worries. We are having just a quick dinner and
Just warming up some leftovers.
the food and drink is not the priority today
No.
by any means. Tell us about your flight to Florida.
Well,
I cannot wait to hear.
Oh my goodness. It was, okay. Louis, Larry, and Lincoln, our oldest grandson, drove down early Saturday morning.
Okay.
With a vehicle and trailer to bring the mangoes home. Louis had things going for the weekend, so he couldn't leave until Sunday afternoon, evening. And so I had a flight Sunday evening at 6 o'clock to fly to Punta Gorda.
For you, just you and Louis.
Me and Louis. So we get to the airport at I knew before we left that it was delayed. So we got there probably 5:30-ish. And we sit there. And every half an hour we get a alert. It's delayed. It's delayed.
Oh.
And then when it was delayed to 9 o'clock, then for a long time there was nothing. Finally,
Had they just dropped you and left?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah, Theodore dropped us off because I wasn't flying home.
Right.
I was driving home. And so we sat there. They would just get, delayed an hour, delayed half an hour, delayed, just on, just little tidbits, on and on and on. Finally, I went on and looked at the flight because it was coming from Punta Gorda here, and it wasn't leaving yet. So I was kind of watching that flight to see when that thing was leaving. And finally at midnight, I think, it left. So it gets here at 2 o'clock.
Nee. You're still sitting there.
We're still sitting there. And we think, as the plane lands, and we're like, okay, praise the Lord, we'll get on the flight and get down to Florida. You know, who cares?
Are there others waiting around with you?
Yeah, everyone. And they start coming off of the plane, and all of a sudden, the flight attendant comes and said, hey, I have an announcement. I am sorry. I am so sorry, but this flight will not go tonight.
Is it because the crew probably had too many hours?
Timed out. The pilot timed out.
Oh, no.
And everyone was mad. Oh, they were mad. And he's like, hey, sorry. He did a really good job.
What can he do? It's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. They didn't tell him until they opened the door.
I have an eyelash in my eye. I feel it.
And so at 2 o'clock, I'm like, and then they scheduled our flight automatically to the next day at 2 o'clock. So Monday, or was it 1? I think it was maybe 1 o'clock. And so it's like, okay, I don't have a way to get home. Everyone is sleeping. What do I do? And they gave us vouchers for the hotel across the street. I should have got water.
You can have my water and then I'll just wash my cup. Just sip it like a straw.
So I finally told Louis, what do we do? And so I was like, okay, if I call Ruben, he's here. He could come get us, and it wouldn't really be out of the way. Like he wouldn't have to be home. Well, I called him, no answer. And then I was like, Louis, we have to just go to the hotel. I don't know what to do. We have no clothes because we didn't take clothes because we were going to get down there. We don't need clothes. His suitcase was already down there. And so we try to find a way to get over there. It's raining outside.
Oh, of course.
So you can't just walk.
Right.
And it's in the middle of, we would have probably all just walked if
right.
It would have been nice. But it was, raining.
Why didn't they bring a bus?
There was only one employee at the hotel, I think.
Nate.
And so we waited and waited. Poor Louis was so tired. Like he finally took a little cat nap here and there while we were waiting. Finally, some of them they were bringing a van over from the hotel, but there was only one employee. So he would come, get a few people, go check them in. Like it was taking forever. It was 2 o'clock when we found out that we're not going. We finally got an Uber, some of us, and got over there. It was 4 o'clock.
No. 4 o'clock?
by the time I finally got
Oh
into
my
the
word,
room.
Lucretia.
Lewis immediately fell asleep.
Just pause. Go ahead and pause and get your breath.
Lewis immediately fell asleep and slept. And then...
So let me guess. Ruben sees your missed call at 6 a.m.
Yes.
And calls you.
Yes.
And wakes you up.
Yes, exactly.
And comes and gets you.
No.
Oh.
I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like,
Just literal hours.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. How many people got Ubers is the thing. I bet that Uber driver was just a circle.
Well, I climbed in with somebody else that had an Uber and just went with them, and then I paid for half the Uber. And it was a nightmare. Like, yeah. But everybody was kind of, like, one couple was there and they locked their keys in their car because their daughter was going to come and get it. So they couldn't do anything. So they also just went to the hotel. And it was like at 1 o'clock then the next day. Well, even if I know one person went home and he actually lives further away than us, but his wife came and got it.
Right. Which at that point you'd almost want to.
If Larry would have been at home,
so you could shower.
I would have called him
Right.
and said, hey, come get us.
Right.
But, like, who do I call? Like, and Nicholas said later, like, he wouldn't have answered either because he has his phone on Do Not Disturb. He said if I would have called 3 times,
it would have went through.
But I wouldn't have done that. And I wasn't going to get Dana out of bed.
Right, true.
Like, they would have had to come pick. Yeah, it's too much. For a couple hours.
That brings up a whole topic with the whole Do Not Disturb phone situation.
I know. That's why I don't.
I know, me either. And everybody's like, well, why was your phone on? Because what am I going to do if there's an emergency?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I going to know?
Exactly.
And I'm not one to wake up and find Nicholas looking for a pump. And just be like, oh, well, hi, Nicholas. You know what I mean? Like, not a good idea to do that to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anywho.
Anyway, but the next day, we finally got down there at, it was probably 4 o'clock by the time we got there. And then we had the rest of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then early Thursday morning, we start home.
So did you stay at the hotel till you had to leave? And
we stayed there until probably about 11.
Oh.
And then we walked.
Well, that's
good. It was a
at
nice
least.
stay then. And so then we walked over to the airport. It's the one right
Oh,
across.
yes, literally right there.
And so then we sat there, saw everybody again, and
here we are in our same clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's miserable to be so close to home.
Yeah.
And so far away. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of miserable, but
and then you had to pick all the mangoes.
Yes. So we get down there, and then Tuesday morning, Larry is like, well, let's pick these mangoes.
And you took a trailer to bring mangoes back?
Yes.
Okay.
With an air conditioner on it.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
So we go out there and start picking. Well, Larry went out, I think, around 6 o'clock. And Lewis was out there pretty early, too. And Lincoln. And then I get out there probably 7. And I think it took us maybe until 8:30.
And how are you getting the ones out at the top now?
They crawled up. Mm-hmm. Larry and Lewis crawled up, and Lincoln did some.
Wow.
They crawled up and got them, and we have probably close to 12 bushels.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be so nice if you could get a lift in the backyard.
I
somehow.
know some
a section of fence that you can chunk out and make.
Well, we would have space. We have fences or doors on both sides. We could get a lift back there.
Yeah.
But
rent a lift and
it's all it's.
It would tear the yard up maybe a little though. Is the only problem.
Well, I think you can get little lifts
that aren't as invasive.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you almost would have to go in, you could use the. We do have a picker.
Right.
And then you could use the picker.
Yeah, once you're up there.
Yeah, that's right. You could use,
Mm-hmm.
Well, we probably should do that one of these days.
Oh, as Larry gets older.
Well, the tree's getting so big, too.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
It is, a nice big
cool.
tree. Yeah.
That's so cool. Right from your own
Yes.
own mango tree.
It is.
Wow.
Yep.
12 bushels. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I have, since I've been with you, which you had your massive, huge garage sale.
Yes.
When I pulled in that morning, I was like, excuse me. I beg your finest pardon, as the saying goes. There were hundreds of people here at that moment when I got here. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not going there before 8 o'clock. That is crazy. I'm not going before 8 o'clock. There'll be plenty. Stupid me. I got here at 8:15 and that was too late.
Oh, it was crazy.
Did you wait till 8 to open?
We did.
So how long was the line by then? Where was the line to?
I don't even know.
Oh, nuts. There were literally probably, I don't know, 75 or 80 cars when I pulled in.
Okay.
At least.
Oh my goodness.
And then the buggies, in addition to that, which were hitched everywhere.
Yeah.
And the bikes, which the bikes kind of made a pile up by the dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
Then inside just...
Sadie took a picture. Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely.
At one point, I set the box that I had small. I hardly bought anything. I just set it down. I had a bag, actually, over along the edge, and I was just standing there watching.
I saw you.
I was like, I just have to watch for a minute. Because, first of all, I counted how many people were in line. There were 42 people in line. And I was like, I'm not going to go over there and stand.
Yeah.
What can I do while I wait for the line to go down?
Yeah.
So I just started looking under the tables. And there were so much empty space. Like tables that were completely with nothing on them. So I just started anything that was on the floor, just schlepping it up onto the tables. Because things were...
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at one point I took the tote of books and put it up on the table.
Oh, okay.
Like...
Yes, nice.
And then the lady promptly scurries over there and buys a whole stack of books. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And so Eric's like, great idea. So he just starts throwing stuff up on tables too. You know, it's like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Have you never been here?
Not maybe at 8 o'clock. I mean, like back in the day originally, but that seemed a little bit more than normal, right?
It's usually like that.
Oh, that was insane.
Yeah, it is insane. The first...
Well, normally I would shop the night before. That's why.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I missed out on anything I would have wanted because it was all grabbed up and in people's piles. I mean, and then you had the ladies with the wagons and the strollers filling them up like grocery carts.
Oh my.
And then we couldn't get through. Yeah, hilarious.
We tried to have the aisles pretty wide because of that.
Oh yeah, well, not wide enough in that circumstance. Yeah, and then Lynn had called me on the way. She's like, "Are you going over to Lucretia's this morning?" They were going camping, and then they went to Rentown for breakfast.
Okay.
And then came over to the garage sale. And she's like, "I was not prepared." So anyway, she's like, when we walked in the door, which she was here before it opened, and so she was in the line.
Okay.
And she said, I walked in, and like, it's almost like people knew what to do. They just kind of like, boom, just spread out. And she said there was a mom with a group of girls, and it's like they motioned each other, found the bags, and then, you know, like they all went over there and just grabbed up all these bags and like were shoving them in their bags or whatever. And then they went over to the side and kind of went through them, and you know, people were just like, it's priceless. Yeah. Anyways, so your garage sale.
You know what would be fun? To do a time lapse.
Oh, it would be fantastic.
That would
to do a time lapse.
So much fun.
Do it.
Yeah.
At next year's garage sale.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
And it was great that it was all hands on deck. Like everybody was out there.
Yes.
At one point, you know, Larry was playing with babies, and it was so cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We were literally busy at the 2 cash registers for, I think, hour and a half straight.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's probably about when I left, give or take. It started to lighten up. Lighten up about maybe 9:30 or so.
Yeah.
I think maybe I left a little before that.
Yeah.
Well, and then, you know, coffee and pretzels outside.
Yes.
That was ideal.
Yes, it was.
That was great.
Somebody was disappointed that the pretzels didn't stay until noon. I think we should have told them to try and stay until at least, 12:30.
Yeah, that probably would have.
Yeah.
Anyways, all that to say, then after that, I went on vacation. We went to Hocking Hills.
No, you had just come home.
Oh, yes. I went to vacation before that.
Yes.
We haven't seen each other since that, which it was great. We had a great time. We had a wonderful Airbnb. If you have an Airbnb, the number one thing I would suggest is to treat it like how you would want it to be your house. Don't buy a 10-inch mattress. You wouldn't want to sleep on a 10-inch mattress. Buy a 14.
Yeah.
Buy the 14. The beds were nice. The sheets were nice.
Okay.
You know, the duvets were nice.
Very good.
It's what you would buy at your own house.
Okay, good.
I mean, we paid the price for that. But that's the good part is you can charge for that if it's nice enough. And if I were to go back with the right circumstances, I'd book the same place.
Okay.
Because I liked it.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes. We went to Illinois for a funeral, and Larry called the campground to make reservations. And she said, "Oh, have you been here?" And Larry's like, "No." He's like, she's like, "Oh, you'll be back." And so we were kind of like, "Oh, this is
it's going to be nice.
A really nice campground." When we get there, and Larry tells me that, I'm like, what?
Oh no, was it bad?
It was, there was nothing.
Oh, well, bless her heart for being proud of her little place.
It was really funny. It was really funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
I don't think so.
How adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we had a great place to stay.
Good.
Which I'm thankful for because, of course, you know, I wasn't like hikerton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they, there was some hiking involved and everything, but we just enjoyed a great vacation of sitting around.
Oh, that's
on
so
the porch,
wonderful.
the back porch, and I'm talking.
And the weather was nice.
You could have a flannel on almost the whole time.
Oh wow, that's
even
amazing.
During the day. A nice hot tub that the kids absolutely loved, and it was great.
Wonderful.
So, what was after that? Something after that. Monumental. What else did you have? Oh, you went to Florida.
Right.
You went to Florida. What? Let's see here.
Like you were.
I was on vacation,
and then it was the garage sale.
Garage sale,
and then we went to Florida.
And then what was this week? This was my last massage with Lynn at her current establishment.
Okay.
And then 4th of July, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was just a series of things. Why did we cancel this one? I don't remember.
Which day?
Oh, you were camping here Florida here, camping here, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my. Either way, kept us apart a month.
It did.
All of our adventures.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're back together.
Yes. Well, I bet you got a lot of knitting done at the airport.
Oh.
Poor Louis. I bet he was bored to tears though.
He played on my iPad.
Oh. Well, that's
But one of my kids said, "Oh, Mom's fine. She'll just be knitting."
Yeah.
And I was just knitting away. And but
Louis, let me go get you some food and get you the iPad and you'll be fine. And so will I.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, shall we go into that?
Yeah, go ahead. Show us what you finished.
This is.
Oh my word.
This is for Andrew.
Oh, what a great color for him too.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, he's so excited. He wanted to take it, but I said I want to show it on the podcast tonight.
I love those zipper pulls.
I know, aren't they so cute?
Oh.
So I finished that.
Now Andrew can have it.
Yep. And then another thing that I finished,
Oh, that's fantastic.
I haven't worn this yet, so this is
that's great. Great colors.
Just off the blocking mats.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this.
I love that you wear them all the time.
I do.
And don't preserve them.
Except when we were in Akron working.
Oh, yes, you wore other
It was
stuff.
so hot that I didn't wear them.
Yeah.
I couldn't have.
Well, and you don't want to ruin it if you're
Right.
schlepping stuff around.
It was too hot. Yeah.
You got something else finished?
Not finished. Just
okay.
Works in progress. This is one that I'm working on.
Which is a good color too.
Yeah.
Be nice for winter.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. This is a little bit different construction. This is the Maggie cardigan, but I made it into a pullover.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it. Yeah, I think I might switch to this pattern for all my stuff.
Mix up your patterns a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Have you seen the one that I'm making for Charlotte?
Yeah.
A little bit.
No. Wait.
Purple?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
We've seen
haven't
purple.
done a lot on it, so
Yeah.
I won't share it this time.
Yeah, well, she's got her long cardigan.
Right.
Yes.
This is a pullover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll get a lot of use out of it for sure.
Yep.
So no, I have not taken the Audible test, but let me just tell you, I watched another video on it just
Did you?
very last night, and yeah,
are you gonna pursue?
I just don't know if I have the right circumstances, like for a room and an editor. I don't need an editor necessarily right away. I need to just, I don't know, read something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think if somebody would hear you, they would say, hey, read.
Read. Go forth and read.
Yeah. I think so. I think you just need to do a sample.
Yeah.
And send it
off.
off. I think you're scared.
I am.
Yeah.
I am scared. Speaking of what I'm reading, I'm listening, I should say. My Dear Hamilton. It is about Alexander Hamilton's wife.
Is it a true story?
Yeah, I mean, it's adapted from her real life.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me and my patriotism.
Yeah.
At this time of year, I thought it would be appropriate.
Yes.
So, which we watched Young Washington this weekend on Friday night. Went down to Keith and Amber's.
Okay.
So I thought everyone was going to go, and then Tirsa and Maddie ended up staying up here. Mom and Dad were down at the cabin for the weekend, and so me and Jason and Renee, and I thought Delana were going to stay at Keith and Amber's house.
Okay.
Mom and Dad and Tirsa and Maddie at the cabin.
Okay.
Well, Tirsa and Maddie ended up staying, so Delana ended up staying.
Okay.
But then we all went, and we're down there Friday night and Saturday, and just Saturday afternoon came home. Of course, there were no fireworks Friday night. It all got canceled for weather.
Oh, yes.
Everything was canceled.
Yes.
And then Saturday night, we all got home and hauled up to Napanee and got in place. And there was hardly anyone there because it was fixing to rain. Starts raining, so they delayed them till 11. Then we were like, okay, well, we heard Wawassee's going to be an all-getter-outer because they've got, normally it's 8 barges and they've got like 18
12.
this or what year or whatever. So let's go over there. And so we were going to go to this parking lot. Long story short, then the girls thought they'd be hotty-toddy and go somewhere else. And so then now here sits me and Mom and Jason Renee in the Vineyard Church parking lot without the kids. I was so annoyed. And then they're sitting like down at the hatchery, down at the public access.
Okay.
Which is fine, whatever. And then right when it was time is when the house fire starts.
Oh.
A house fire, which they lost everything, poor people. Anyways, all these
Did you actually stay?
service vehicle, well, all these things started screaming past us. And then Jason's like, that was North Webster. That was he's like, that was the fire chief from North Webster. He's like, something major's going on. So we start scrolling Facebook, talking to other people, and they're like, oh, they're going to delay out of respect. Then someone hits the barge. Then the barges get disconnected.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it was all this thing. So we just kept staying and staying, the weather was good at that point. And we were kind of enjoying just sitting there. But then Mom's like, at midnight, I'm done. So at midnight, I took Mom home. At 12:53, they started, Tirsa said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all left. Me and Mom and Jason Renee all went home. But Tirsa and the girls stayed. And then they're like, it was so lame.
I heard too that it was nice.
They're like, it was not amazing. It was unique, but it was not amazing. And we always liked Napanee, so we should have known better. But whatever. Then Sunday night is when Winona Lakes got rescheduled to. So Tirsa and Maddie had a friend all weekend from school that was here visiting. So they left and went hauling down to Winona Lake. I'm like, I'm not going down there. I have to go to work at 7:00 in the morning, be there at 7. I'm not going down there. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm too old. I can't believe I didn't actually watch fireworks on the 250th year of the country, whatever. I was so annoyed. So on my way home, I look up and I have a perfect view of both sides of Winona Lake.
Oh my goodness.
I pull into Sylvia's parking lot.
Okay.
And you know how Sylvia's kind of sits up on a hill.
Okay.
Off to the side of 30 there, right on my road.
Okay.
And sure enough, I watched the whole thing like I was sitting on the lake almost. I might have missed a few of the low ones.
Right.
Absolutely perfect view.
And you could get home real fast.
I wasn't trapped. I was sitting in my own car. No bugs, air conditioning. It was fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yeah, next year, you're going to find me in that parking lot. For sure.
Do you know where Nicholas's sit to watch?
Where?
On their roof.
Oh, yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, they can see everything.
Oh, my
from their
word,
roof.
that's
Well, they're right
perfect.
beside the park.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah.
Which then Napanese ended up just going off at 11, just a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. I forgot something in the middle.
What did you forget?
Which would have been last Tuesday. So we didn't meet, which we kind of found that out late. Like,
well, I was in Akron.
Yeah, okay, so whatever happened, we like, oh, yeah, we're not going to be together.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was on my way home, and I was like, I need gas. So I went out on 30 and got to Meyer, pulled in to get gas, and an alarm went off on my phone to remind me to go to Walgreens to pick up pictures. I'm like, if I'm going to drive back over to Walgreens, I'm going to go to Family Express and save the 5 cents per gallon. So I get back out on 30, go over to Walgreens, go to Family Express. I leave there, this whole thing, I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. And so I was like, I'm going to quickly run my car through the car wash. No one was waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I whip into the car wash. So now it's like 5:35. I'm telling you all those delays because of the way things lined up timing. And so I get on my go through my roundabout, and right at the end of my roundabout, there's kind of a sharp curve to head on back down the road. There was a girl walking, and I couldn't tell if she was sweating profusely or crying.
Oh my.
But it was one of those days that it was like 107 or whatever. My car still said 99. And she had like a little backpack purse, her laptop. She was just struggling, you could tell, in the heat. And I was like, pick her up. And I was like, I have to pee. I'm going home. It's right there. I'm going to the bathroom. And then I will get back in my car quick and go see if she's still walking. Pick her up. Like, I was like, oh my word. So I whip into Sylvia's to turn around. And at this point, she's in the Scientology church parking lot, like walking across. And so I pulled in, got her attention, and said, do you need a ride home? And when she turned around, she wasn't just sweating. She was like crying. Mascara running down her face, like crying. And so she's like, yes, no, I don't know. She was just like, I was like, are you okay? She's like, yes, no. She was, and it was so hot. They even have the window down talking to her. I was like, And so, anywho, I said, why don't you get in the car, sit down, calm down, cool off. I'll take you home. She's like, no, you can't. It's too far. I said, let me decide what's too far. Mm-hmm. Get in the car. And so she gets in the car, and she this is how she's crying. And so I said, okay, well, where's home? And she's like, Mayflower Road in South Bend. I was like, oh. I was like, Alicia, what have you done? And remember, I had to pee.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, I'm not going home with, her in my car.
Right.
I didn't really want to stop with her in my car.
Right.
What was I going to do?
Right.
So I literally said to her, I had introduced myself. Her name was Jasmine. And I said, I'm going to be real honest. I don't know what to do. So if you don't mind, we're going to pray. So I said, I just prayed, and I was like, I need peace to know if this is something I should do. This is not what I do. So should I take this girl home? And if so, I need immediate peace to do it and for her to have the same. Mm-hmm. And, whatever. And she's just over there, crying, Oh. And so I got done, and I just kind of sat there for a few seconds waiting for us to both decide what to do. And I said, well, what do you think? She goes, well, I feel perfectly safe. I said, well, I'll bet you do. So I said, okay, well, I'd like to call my mom and at least tell her that what I'm doing.
Right.
So I call a mom who they were on the way to church for a circumstance that whatever, something came up, they had to go deal with. And so she's like, Alicia, I have no time to talk you in or out of this, whatever. I don't know what to say. She goes, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. She's like, okay, please call me when you're done,
Yeah.
So then she did send me a text. She's like, share your map location, like in maps, your ETA, like where you're going. Yes. Share that with Tirsa right now so she knows.
Right.
So I did that. We get started and it literally says 50 minutes.
Oh, wow.
When I put in her address. So we got almost to Etna Green before she was really calm enough to tell me what was going on. Long story short, she's split up from her baby daddy or daddies or whatever from Chicago. She got evicted where she was living. She has a friend that lives in South Bend, said you can come stay with me. She went to a temp agency, got a job the next day. Something happened with that job. It was temp, whatever. Long story short, they offer her this job at LabCorp in Warsaw. It's one of those take it or you don't get another offer situations. So she kind of had to take it. She has this old jalop car that would barely get, around South Bend, much less Warsaw. And she woke up that morning, the radiator blew. So her friend had driven her to work. But the side circumstance is that the friend has an abusive husband. And if he is home, she can't be there.
Oh my.
So she sleeps in her car in their trailer court in the driveway of an empty trailer. And if he's not there, then she can go in and shower. If he is there, then she stops at Pilot in Plymouth on her way to work every other day and takes a shower for $14. And I'm just like, I have no problems. Anyways, so then I was like, well, first of all, stop going to the Pilot in Plymouth. You can go to Planet Fitness for $25 a month, take 3 showers a day.
Mm-hmm. Did you tell them that?
Yeah, I said, start doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my word, yes, okay. I said, and if you're going to sleep in your car in Warsaw.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's just, my car was still running good enough that, I had enough of a connection with humans there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if I believe all of her story, but I decided not to go deeper. I didn't ask her last name. I didn't stop and buy her supper. I didn't give her money for got or food or fix her car. I drove her home. That's all I did. And when we got to the trailer court, we got into the entrance and it said, in 300 feet, turn left, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what trailer she's in. I don't want to know if there's a Durango sitting out there. Like she said, I just said, how about you get out here? And then we'll part ways. And she's like, yeah, that's perfect.
Nice.
And so that's what I did and went on my way.
Wow.
So I don't know the story and I'll probably never know, other than she said, I was literally just praying, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get home, quote unquote. She said, even though it's not home, it's not where my stuff is. So I let her give her spiel. And then once we got about onto 31, she was pretty well done. And I said, okay, so now an old fat white lady picked you up. So now you're gonna have to listen to my spiel. I said, first of all, I can hear in everything that you're saying that there's some church down in you. I said, you got to get it figured out and you got to get it straight. I said, and if your kids are in Chicago, what are you doing in South Bend, Indiana? She's like, well, they're with their dads for the summer. I said, what are you doing in South Bend, Indiana? Get back home, find a job there, just like you did here. And she'd only been working this job down here like 3 weeks. She was about to get her first check, from this place, whatever. I said, go home. I said, sell the jalop car, get on the South Shore and go home. Find somewhere to be up there, find somewhere to stay and figure it out. But be where your kids are. And, and she's like, I know, and I'm like, you don't have to give me your excuses. That's my advice. And since I drove you home, you just have to hear what I have to say. And that's all. And so then I was like, and I'm done talking. I'm going to turn my music back on and we're just going to listen to the music and you're fine. Okay. I'm taking you home.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I did. And literally in half of the song, the poor girl fell asleep, fell so asleep that her computer slid off of her lap.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, she was just, until she like opens her eyes, and when we get like to ready to turn off, the GPS says it, and she's like, I was asleep. She's like, I think I just got cool, comfortable. I felt peace, and I just went to sleep. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a story.
And she wasn't hitchhiking, but
yeah,
I did pick her up.
Right. Wow.
So
that's a cool
Yeah,
story.
I told my grandpa, I said, that doesn't give you right to pick up anyone. And I told the girls, that doesn't give you right to pick up anyone.
Exactly.
Can't pick them up if you're 20. You can't pick them up if you're 90, but you can if you're 48.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a cool story to end on.
So that's why I went past here. And I saw your stuff outside.
Yes.
Yeah, I went past her on my way home.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's our podcast for the week.
Yep. Good, good ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have a topic again next week.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Well, it was good to be here. And
thanks for joining us.
Yes. There's no show notes, so don't go looking.
Yeah, don't go. You won't find them.
It's just chit chat and just
That's
listening.
right.
So anyway.
Just our Tuesday chat.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, friends. See ya.
See you later.